Now this potential barrier is referred as work function. In other words, we can say the minimum energy required to free an electron from metal bondage is known as work function. Now this work function is a property of metal. Different metals will have different work function. Now there is a similar term which we use in chemistry, and it is ionization energy. Now this ionization energy should not be confused with work function. In fact, we define ionization energy as the minimum energy required to take out an electron from an atom from outermost shell. And similarly, we define the second ionization energy and then third ionization energy. Now here there is a relation between work function and ionization energy. Definitely in ionization energy we are talking about isolated atoms. Now when we talk about an isolated atom, there are well defined atomic states. Now when we talk about atom in a metal where there are billions and billions of atoms, definitely there is a modification of atomic quantum states. And more prominently, the outer energy levels are most modified. So here, to take out an electron from this situation will be definitely easier compared to removing an electron from an isolated atom. So theoretically we can expect that work function will be lesser than ionization energy. And in fact, experimentally it is found for most of the metals, work function is half of ionization energy. Now the table on the screen gives work function of some of the metals. The very first metal is cesium, and its work function is 1.9 electron volt. Similarly, the work function for potassium is 2.2 electron volt, and similarly for sodium it is 2.3 electron volt. And finally, in the end, we see that work function for platinum is 5.6 electron volt. Students are not supposed to remember work function of these metals. I have given the table just to appreciate the whole situation. That is, the order of work function is electron volt. So this is the most important term in connection with photoelectric effect, that is work function. I repeat it, this is the minimum energy required to free an electron from its metal bondage. Now, before we move into details of photoelectric effect, there are certain other things that we should understand as a background. Now this electron from a metallic surface can also be ejected by other ways also. Ultimately, what is needed is to overcome the potential barrier or to overcome the work function. Now this work function can be overcome in many other ways. One of the ways, thermionic emission, that is, electrons are ejected from metallic surface by application of heat. And when electrons are ejected from metallic surface by application of heat, the phenomenon is simply referred as thermionic emission. Now here, the heating of metal is done in such a way that electrons acquire energy by application of heat, which overcomes work function, and these electrons, as a result of which, are ejected out. Similarly, there is another way, and it is referred as field emission. Now we can apply very high electric field, and under the influence of very high electric field, the free electrons in metals gets accelerated and acquire kinetic energy to overcome potential barrier, that is work function, and they leave the surface and eject out. So this is referred as field emission, where we apply suitably high electric field to make the electron eject out from the surface. Then we have another category, and it is called secondary emission. Now in secondary emission, a high energetic electron beam is made to impinge on metallic surface, and these electrons, through the process of collision, impart kinetic energy to the free electrons such that the acquired kinetic energy is sufficient to overcome work function. So in nutshell, apart from photoelectric effect, where we are ejecting electron by application of light, these